I know what the fundamentals are behind this, and I just stuck with it. And I used this for more accumulation because the prices were down here. I did not give up. I knew what the destiny was. And then when gold hit $1,900 an ounce up here, so let's see what that price is. Let me see if I can get, there we go, $2,000 an ounce. Is it too late? Did I miss it? And they're asking the same thing today at $2,400 an ounce. Is it too late? Did I miss it? Well, no. Gold has had a long time since this 2011 high, when it was in a little bit overbought territory. It's had a long time for this. By all of the chaos that we are seeing. And what you're going to see is this little flat area here is basically gold building a launch pad. And this is just the beginning. No, you did not miss anything because you ain't seen nothing.
A bit of luck, Andrew. Just as I was taking the faceplate all apart to wash it, the sun came out in Ireland. Look at that. So you can get them lovely chemtrails. There's a plane with a standard vapor trail. There's another one that just says it for 4 hours. Another one there, like. But look at that. Oh, chemtrails aren't real, boy. But anyhow, there's your machine, and hopefully the sun will last for 2 hours and we'll get that whole faceplate the same colour. So, you can even see the screen here, yeah, I'm on it, yeah. So let the sun, the UV, and my hydrogen peroxide, there's what I'm doing. There's what I'm using on it. That's why I've retrofied all my machines with, but you have original colour here and here. It's where they taped on probably one of those screen filters. Yeah, because the bevel has all the original colour, but all the rest of it's yellow. So we're going to see if we get it all the same colour for you. You can see the... Where the fuck? I can't see anything in the sunlight on the screen. Yeah, you can see the edges there. You can see there's two tones on the inside, but by the screen it's brighter on the outside. I'm trying to get them all the same colour now, but the sun is... It's about what? It's 5:30 now, so... Oh, look at that bloody sky. Look at that shit. Do you have this over where you are, Andrew? Look at that, look.
I know, I thought today
Well, shut up, you. I'm talking to the camera. No, look at these lines all over the sky, look. And that'll be there for the next 4 hours. Fucking joke. Sick of it now, like. But anyhow. Yeah, you can see it. So I'll just keep going, hopefully it'll bring it up a little bit anyway. And the whole secret of retrobrighting is you have to keep moving the cling film over the surface. I mean, it's retrobrighting, look. You see the difference between that side and that side are getting nearer, but you have to keep moving the cling film around the place. If you don't, you end up getting patches. It's the first bit of sun we've had in fucking ages. That's the result of our retrobrighting, Andrew. I don't know if you can see it in the light, but it's all the one colour now. There's a tiny bit maybe, but the whole front bezel now is back to its original colour. The whole front plate. And I went up into my attic, and like, you can see the difference now, look. Original colour, yellowed. And this isn't your one, because this is one of my covers off an SE30. That's what's supposed to be on this. It's too late now to keep retrobiting, so tomorrow I'm going to retrobite the rear case and hopefully these will be the same colour. That's the plan. And you can see down there the original colour where it had the little reset and interrupt key was plugged in. I think you have one of them. Yeah. But yeah, looking good. But it's much nicer up here now because you don't have those two different distinct colours. There's a slight, ever so slight little bit still there. But what I'll do tomorrow, because the forecast here in arsehole Ireland is it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, and if it is, then I'm going to do it once more and I get the whole thing looking brand new. So that's the plan. But Irish weather is fucking nearly as bad as what you have up in your neck of the woods. Alright. Okay, next.
But the happiest report has its negative. Let's start with them.
There are none, sir. None that any of us could find. But there is a problem here, sir.
It's the faulty reading I reported, sir.
I'm reading something off the starboard bow, but there's nothing there.
Sensor technicians are working on it, sir. They've identified it as a glitch in the system.
Very glitch. The Edo. Our away team, including Wesley Crusher, has beamed down to make some arrangements concerning some well
Unwise of us to attempt to place a human colony in this area. Of course, there are 3,004 other planets in this star cluster in which we could have colonized. The largest and closest...
Dagon, don't babble.
Babble, sir?
So now that's original power supply back in, etc. Oh. Oh. So that's not a problem with the PICO. The fuck's caused that? Plug out the blue scuzzy, I'll plug out the floppy. Nothing. Plug out the blue scuzzy. No, it's not booting even with the original power supply. So that can only be the accelerator. So plug out the accelerator. Now go. And then it resets. So this accelerator isn't working too well. So we're going to recap it now and see, but look, I mean it works there. This accelerator was been working intermittently. I thought it was the PICO, but even with the original power supply, it's not fucking working too well. I'm recording it is. Check the fucking pins on this. They're all fine now. That's in properly. No, it's not fucking working. Right there, it's working now. So it looks like maybe it is the capacitors on the accelerator. That's working now. Back in the blue, no, back in the floppy. Well, this is actually looking good now for the PICO. Floppy drive back in, accelerator in, and it's working. It looks like the accelerator is what's breaking down, Andrew. Plug back in the blue scuzzy, and remember I've no fan plugged into it and I've no speaker plugged in. I took the speaker out so I could wash the front bevel. So here we go again, everything plugged in. Yeah. Now it's working. I think what you were saying is probably correct, by the caps on the accelerator are causing trouble. So we're going to go ahead now and recap the fucker like we planned. Yeah, that's running fine, like. So we'll recap it.
Of the beta-reda system, taking aboard delegates from those two worlds. Since achieving spaceflight, their major life forms, the antichons and the cellae, have become deadly enemies, but both have also applied for admission into our Federation. We are to deliver these delegates to this sector's neutral conference planet, called Parliament, in the hope their dispute can be resolved. I'm Captain Picard. Welcome aboard. We hope your journey will be pleasant and comfortable. Arranging that will be my first officer, Commander Riker. Welcome aboard. If you'll follow me, I will show you the accommodations that we can already smell the antigens. They were taken aboard first. Only because their world was first on this heady planet.
Will our quarters be near the antichons?
About 100 meters apart. Is that all right?
No. Unsatisfactory.
I believe we can accommodate your wishes. We'll rearrange the suite assignments. If you'll follow me.
And we must be upwind from the antichons.
Of course, sir.
To me, they seem like very promising Federation candidates, sir.
Parliament peacemakers may find this place a little difficult. But do you understand the basis of all this nonsense between them?
No, sir. I never understood that sort of hostility even when I studied Europe history.
Right. Accelerator recapped. Here's what we have. This fucking thing focus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all 5. I washed all the board. There was a bit of electrolyte under the caps that I removed, the 5O ones. There they are there, look. There was a bit of electrolyte, and I think maybe this is the fucking problem. Which would be looking good for the PICO then. So we'll leave this dry, we'll put it back together, and we'll know pretty soon. I don't know if you can see this, Sandra, but I've noticed, look at this. This is the back of the accelerator, right? That's your accelerator. I've noticed up here that a lot of traces are exposed. I don't know how this well is going to zoom in, but come on, zoom. Look at that. And if you follow the trace, well, the edge of the round hole up to the top, right there, it looks like that copper trace is actually shortened. Or just on the verge of touching it. Can you see that? So we're going to have a very close look at this, but that's something to watch. Don't know what would have caused that. I mean, I just saw it there while it's cleaning the back of the board. I was just inspecting all the caps that I put on. That just kind of popped into view, look. Now what's happened there is the lacquer is gone. And the green mask is gone, which leaking capacitors can cause, but it looks very strange. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm definitely going to make sure that if you follow the round hole up to the top, it looks like it's bridging over. I'm going to make sure that's not fucking touching. I'm going to have a very close look at this, but we'll see how we go. Okay. I went at it with a little pin, and I managed to break off that little tiny piece of copper that was on the top of the circle. And now there's nothing. Those traces look nice and clear to me. How far can I zoom in with this thing? Yeah, you can see it there now. And it's not electrolyte that causes this. It's like when the card is put into the machine, that's the bolt hole to secure it to the chassis. So the chassis was rubbing up against that. So my God, like you had the metal chassis, which is earth, was rubbing up against all those copper traces. That was your problem. That's why the fucking thing was inconsistent. And just as I suspected, while fitting it back to the machine, there's our shiny exposed copper traces. Car goes in. There's the one fucking hand. Yeah, and right there, look. Right there where the accelerator touches that bracket. Bare copper traces at the back of it, look. See where I'm pointing? That's where it is, like. My God, no wonder things weren't going right. Okay, so I put a bit of tissue, a bit of card between the accelerator and the chassis. The accelerator is reinstalled. There's no fan and no speaker, so power is on. Crap. Well, no joy. We've recapped the accelerator and it's not fucking working. Nope. Fuck. Remove the accelerator. Machine is working. Fuck. So the caps did not work. So I've done something wrong here now. But like I said, we have damage up here on them copper traces. Right, Andrew, I got this thing fixed. It fucking broke my heart. How can I show this to you? Down there. If you look down there, focus, you son of a bitch. Can you see the cap, the bright orange cap? That's the one that got knocked off. And you see just above it, oh fuck, it won't focus. There's the metal tab where you screw it in. So as you lift the card up, the cap is heading straight for that metal tab. Bang goes your cap. And when I saw that last night, I felt like fucking screaming. But it's on now anyway. It's working. Accelerator is working. Oh man, that was stress. This thing's up to stressing me out, boy. Here's your caps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, 4, and this one is the one that got knocked off on me. So what I did, I had to solder back in upside down and run tiny little, I mean fucking tiny wires. Where are we? Tiny wires to the vias. And it is so easy, like it's solid now, like it has 2 wires holding it there, it's working. And how it happens is, when you install the card into the machine, the little metal plate to screw it in is on the front side, on this side, and when you go to the other side, it's on the back side. So when you're installing this, one metal tab behind, one in front, that's why the piece of plastic is on this side here, and over here, it's actually behind there, it's at the back of the board. But when you're like, just imagine that metal plate is there and you're pulling the card up the way. Yeah, because actually it sits that way in the machine. So my thumb is the metal plate and you're pulling your card that way, up. Boom, straight into that cap. So something you have to really watch when you're taking out the accelerator. Because I mean, there's very little holding that on, and one good bang and it's gone, but the rest of it's fine now, so fucking major relief.